Okay. Okay. I think we're ready to go ahead and proceed. Cause number G269 and guardianship matter of Justin Tyler Baskett, an incapacitated person. You can proceed, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. David Dumas here on behalf of Mr. Baskett and Ms. McDaniel, the parents, biological parents of Justin Baskett, who is now 18 years of age. And I will be calling Mr. Baskett and Ms. McDaniel as witnesses if the court wants to swear them in.
All right. You two can raise your right hand for me. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. You can proceed, counsel.
Okay, Your Honor, if I may proceed, and by the way, Judge, again, we're in Kara Pratt's office. Kara was appointed by the court as an ad litem and has met with Justin and the Ms. McDaniel and Mr. Baskett and has filed her report. Mr. Baskett, Richard, would you state your full name for the court?
Richard Allen Baskett.
And you're obviously above 18 years of age.
Yes.
And you are the father of Justin Tyler Baskett, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. You and Justin's mom, Kathy McDaniel, have filed to become co-guardians of Justin, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You believe that's in the best interest of Justin for you and Miss McDaniel to be his guardians?
Yes, sir.
Prior to ever engaging me to help you with the guardianship, did y'all look into ways to do something other than guardianship, like a power of attorney, things like that?
Yes, sir. We considered it. Of course, we didn't really understand how all this works, but once we found out that he would have to be able to understand and agree to all this, we decided that the only other course of action was this.
Okay. Justin is, what's Justin's birth date?
March 9th of 2007.
So he just turned 18 years of age?
Yes, sir.
All right. Does he live with you primarily, but he goes back and forth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long has Justin had, well, strike that. What is Justin's medical condition in terms of what's going on?
It's a traumatic brain injury due to shaken baby syndrome when he was about 5 months old.
Okay, so he has not had the capacity to understand, to take care of himself, things like that since
No,
he's
sir.
been 5 or 6 months old?
No, sir. He's got no fine motor skills and cognitive, all the things that should have developed as he grew, sense of danger, all that good stuff. He's pretty much kind of in the same mindset of that of a 1 or 2 year old for the most part.
Do you have to watch him constantly to make sure he doesn't hurt himself?
Yes, sir. Now that he's older, you can basically just occupy the same room as him because he's doing more of just older child things. He wants to sit in a chair and watch TV, but he's unable to fend for himself or do any kind of day-to-day activities of his own accord.
Is he able to communicate?
No, sir.
So he obviously knows who y'all are and he's been around you your whole life, but if I explain something to him, if Miss Pratt or the judge explains something to him, he's not going to understand that or be able to communicate his wishes or his concerns or anything like that.
No, sir, not in the slightest.
Okay. He's been with y'all his entire life, correct?
Yes, sir.
I mean, he hadn't been institutionalized or placed some
No.
facility or anything like that.
No, sir.
All right. He goes to work with you now. You take him to work. You work at the propane company, correct?
Yeah, sir. In the summertime, while he's on break, he rides around with me while I work during the day.
Okay. Have there been things that have come up when he was in school and now you've learned about programs and maybe some federal money, state money that might be available to you but you need to be appointed his guardian since he's now turned 18.
Yes, sir. And also through research, that guardianship is a real good, I guess, foundation or a stepping stone to help him get that stuff, especially now that he's of age.
Okay. Now, Justin doesn't have any estate or bank account that has a lot of money in it or any
No,
property,
sir.
correct? It's been financially stressful on you and his mother to take care of him and do things
Yes,
because you
sir.
hadn't had any financial assistance, correct?
Correct.
All right. Um, Obviously, you and Justin's mother are no longer living together as husband and wife. Do you think you can co-guardian and make decisions that are in Justin's best interest together?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you understand that you've applied to be co-guardians, meaning both of you have equal rights in the decisions about where Justin's going to live, what medical care he receives, things like that. You
Yes, sir.
understand that? And you think y'all can get along and do that?
Yes, sir.
All right. That you've been stretched, hadn't you, to take care of Justin and your and Justin's mom. It's not like you have a bunch of money laying around or a trust fund or anything for Justin. Um, the court's required to consider a bond whenever you apply. We talked about this when you apply for guardianship. Do y'all have the ability to put down a bunch of money for a bond?
No, sir.
Are you asking the court to either waive it, or if the court can't waive it, to set a real low bond, like
Yes, sir.
$100 or $200?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, do you think it's in the best interest of Justin for y'all to be appointed co-guardians to make decisions for him?
Yes, sir.
You understand that from the doctors and the treatment and just your life experiences with Justin, he's never going to drive, is he?
No, sir.
Okay.
Unable.
He's never going to be able to understand to vote, correct?
Correct.
He's not going to understand or comprehend where the best place is for him to reside, correct?
Correct.
He's not going to be able to make decisions about what's in his best interest for health care, correct?
Correct.
And y'all feel that as your child, y'all love him and you want to take care of him and you want to be appointed guardians to do that,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Right. Now, he has an adult sister or sibling, correct?
Yes, sir.
She was served with the application. She knows what's going on, correct?
Correct.
And we've recently filed a waiver, but you're understanding she waived and agrees with us, y'all being appointed as co-guardians, and she didn't want to be here and contest it or say anything at the hearing, correct?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Right. And that waiver we filed and is on file with the clerk's office, okay? Judge, you understand there's going to be an annual accounting that you have to provide to the court, you and your Ms. McDaniel, that says what monies come into Justin's estate, what type of medical care or psychological care, mental health care, any of those kinds of things you have to report to the court so the court knows what's going on with Justin every year. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're willing to do that?
We are. Yes.
You understand if the judge approves of you and Ms. McDaniel as being co-guardians, that you'll have to sign an oath that you're going to carry out your duties in his best interest, that you'll file the annual reports and you'll do what's required as a guardian.
Yes, sir.
And you've had the guardianship training, the online course, we've submitted that certificate, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you attended that?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I don't have any further questions of Mr. Baskett. I'll pass him to Ms. Pratt.
Judge, I have no questions.
Call your next witness.
Ms. McDaniel, you've sat through Mr. Baskett's testimony. Do you agree with what he testified to?
Yes, sir.
Okay, was there anything you disagreed?
No, sir.
And one thing I didn't cover, just jurisdictionally and venue wise, Justin lives in Hill County, correct, for most of the time?
Yes, sir.
You're in McLennan County,
I'm
or
in
you're
Ellis.
Ellis County, but he lives here most of the time,
Yes.
correct? What is the address where he lives? Do you,
Well, his
Yes.
address, 207 North Fall Street, Itasca, Texas.
in Hill County?
Yes.
Okay. Do you also agree that you'll carry out the duties as co-guardian for Justin?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you act in his best interest?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you can work with Mr. Baskett in taking care of Justin and doing things that are in his best interest?
Yes, sir. We've done it for 18 years.
Okay, good. It's pretty admirable for what you're
Mhm.
going through. You understand that there's an annual accounting you'll have to do?
Yes, sir.
And you understand there's an oath you'll have to take to carry out those duties?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're willing to do all that?
Yes, sir.
And you also sat through the online course, listened to it, and got the certificate completing it that we filed with the court,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Judge, unless you have any further questions, happy to let you ask them, and I'll cover them. I'll pass the witness to Ms. Pratt first.
No questions, and I request the court take judicial notice of my answer and report.
I'll take notice of that, and did get a chance to review it. Thank you, Ms. Pratt, for that. I have no questions of your witnesses either, sir.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. We will get the oath signed, notarized into the court. And we've got a proposed order. The only problem with the order, Judge, was I wasn't sure if Justin was going to be brought, but I think it was important that they brought him to see you and you meet him. So we'll have to change that order to say that the ward was present instead of that he wasn't present. Or if the court wants to interlineate it, I'm fine with that, but whatever the court prefers to do.
Well, I'll go ahead and just interlineate it. As in reference to the bond, I don't believe that I can waive the bond, but I would like to set it extremely low.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
I'm thinking we'll be in. Let's go $50.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I appreciate that. That'll help out.
Anything else for me today?
I appreciate you doing this by Zoom and willing to do it, and it's good seeing you.
Yes, sir. Good to see you, Mr. Baskett, Mr. Daniel. I appreciate what you guys are doing and taking care of him, and he's lucky to have you two in his life. So you guys have a good rest of the day.
Thank you, Judge. Can we be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.